Person, being a wife and being a mother as well. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers, and a big welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. So today I want to do something very interesting. Some months ago I wrote an article on my blog talking about some 50 interesting facts about me, and today I just decided to do a video version of it. So I hope you are going to be entertained by it. I'm going to be reading from my computer and I'll be explaining each of the points. The first thing is that I'm nocturnal, meaning that I'm very active at night. So I'm really very active at night. I mean, it's about 10:30 right now, and it's like my day just started. So that I do most of my things in the night, and this it's been like this for a very long time. I remember since I've been in secondary school, I've been like this. So I'm just really very active at night. Not like I'm not active during the day. Of course, I have no choice. I have to be active during the day, but at night when I'm not supposed to be active, so to say, I'm also very active at night. Then the next is that I have a good sense of humor. Yeah, I play a lot, I joke a lot, even though only people that are very close to me will know this about me, because I think I have a gentle and a quiet face. But yeah, but I in fact I love to play a lot and I love to joke a lot. So that's like one of the things I really love to do. So mm, my husband knows this a lot about me, that I'm a very playful person. I play about so many things. I just joke around, and all of those things. Yeah. So also I don't get angry easily. Yeah. I rarely get angry. I rarely get angry. And this has also it's just been like this as well for a very long time. I hardly get angry. And I love community. I love relationships. I love friendships. I love sisterhood. I'm just a community person, people person. I just really love community a lot. I thrive in communities. Yeah. So then I'm a risk taker. I'm a risk taker. I don't think through things so much before I do them. So um, you know, like I remember in economics that time, they taught us some categories of people, how people process information. They called some people laggard. That is, when you tell them something, um they don't take action immediately. They want to think about it, they want to process it. So they are like the people that accept that innovation late. They are the latest people that accept an innovation. But for me, I'm like the first set of people that would accept an innovation, as I don't think so much about it. If you tell me something, most of the time I will plunge my head first into it before I then start to see, okay, what are the things that this thing entails. And it has its good sides, and it also has its bad sides. So then the other thing is, okay, I love alone times, and I think this is one of the reasons why I love to stay awake during the night, so that when men are sleeping, I'll just be alone. So right now my husband is sleeping, my kids are sleeping as well, and I'm just, these are some of my best moments when I don't have any disturbance in quotes, and I'm just able to do my things, anything that I want to do. Yeah, so I love alone times a lot. And then I love snacking. The funniest thing is I actually snacked before this video, but anyway, I no longer do unhealthy snacking. I've shifted to healthy snacking. So I snack on fruits, I snack on raspberry, imagine around 10 o'clock, but that's still not nice anyway. But I just love snacking. At my age, I might have started, you find me still eating biscuits, cheese balls, and all of those things that kids eat. Yeah. So okay. Also, it's very difficult for me to have favorites. Yeah. Most of the time when you ask me what's my favorite, it's kind of difficult for me to say. I don't have a favorite food. Like I don't have a favorite color. Kind of anything goes going. I can't really, it's difficult for me to just place something as this is my favorite. So it really depends. Like anything goes with me as long as it's fine. And depending on my mood, depending on so many factors. So sometimes it's something, another time is another thing. So it goes for every single thing. Favorite color, favorite food, favorite favorite everything. I don't get, except if I just want to say something and But I think I have a favorite book anyway. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it in another post when I do a get to know me video. Another get to know me video. Yeah, so okay, I wrote it, I said I love to see small ladies drive big cars. Like I really love it. When I see small lady, a small statured lady in a very big car, like a bus or a truck, like I really love it. And then I also love to see, and actually I also love to see small ladies in very small cars as well. Yeah, like really small stature ladies driving very big cars or very small cars. I love it. And then I love arranging. Yeah, I love arranging. You find me arranging my wardrobe like several times in a week. Eh, Not because it's disarranged, but because I just want to. I just pull it down again. Imagine and arrange it again. Though I think that's kind of changing gradually. I mean, there's no time, so to say. But I love arranging, so I just pull down and arrange again, whether it's scattered or not. I just do this, regularly. And then I do dress rehearsals. I do dress rehearsals before. I, most likely most ladies will do this anyway. But I do dress rehearsals before wearing my clothes. I do this especially for church on Saturday night. For church on Saturday night. Although it's also been a while I did that, but I do it once in a while. That on Saturday night I dress up for church, and I ask my husband to assess me every single thing. But most of the time, a lot of times he does not want to answer me because he knows that not likely that what I'm going to put on Sunday morning. So it feels like it's just a waste of time because he knows that I'm still going to change my mind last minute on Sunday morning. So I love dancing. Yeah, I love dancing. You find me, in fact, I still, most like I'll still enroll in a dance class, especially worship dance, like flag dances, ballet classes, worship dances. So I love to dance to worship songs. Like you find me in the house just swinging my hands, all of some things like this, just all over the house. So the funniest thing is that my daughter too. Oh my God, she's now like she now does things like that. So I love dancing a lot. I love worship dance. I always have a worship song that I dance to get. And then I love trekking, love long distances so that I can think. One of my favorite one of my hobbies is thinking. Like I love, also one of the reasons I love to stay late at night. Like I love alone times where I can just think and just meditate, and I love to trek long distances as well so that I can have time to think and just be alone. I just want to be alone. So trekking is always that time for me as well. So sometimes I have the opportunity to drive to a place, but then I would just choose to trek if it's not far rather than drive to that place. So it's just like that. So rather than go with the bus, I just would prefer to trek. And then, hey, oh my God, I fart a lot. I didn't even know I wrote this. Oh my God, I fart a lot, especially when I eat certain food. It can get so bad that my husband and my kids starts to run away from me. Okay, then the other thing is I'm super conscious of of my weight, despite the fact that I pass as a slim girl, so to say, but I'm very conscious of my weight. Like sometimes husband would say like I'm leaning towards, I don't know, I can't remember what that condition is, but of course I'm not that. But like can really be like that. I'm very particular about my weight. I'm always like I always want to have a weighing scale. I'm always monitoring my weight, always watching what I eat, always talking about. I don't know. Even when I'm not, I mean, I'm always talking about weight, about losing weight, so to say. Yeah. And then, okay, I love books that talks about womanhood, like books that talks about womanhood, about wifehood, and books written by Christian women as well. And my favorite book, I said that time that I actually have a favorite book, and that's Secrets of Fascinating Womanhood. That's like, yeah. Someone I really wanted to meet years ago was Broglia Connie. Oh my god, I really wanted to meet him years ago. And I admired him a lot. I read his book was like the first Christian book that I read and that really blessed me. And after I read that particular book, the title of the book is, oh my god, what God looks for in his vessel. Was I was for during a break, and I enjoyed the book. That was like the first Christian book I would read that really blessed me. And since then I started to read a lot of Brogbele's book, and I fell in love with him. I'm like, no, I need to meet Brogbelia Connie. It was I just love this personality, and I was just blessed by him. And a secret talent that I have is acting. Yeah, yeah, a secret talent that I have is acting, and I'm still hoping that I could use it. I acted a bit while I was on campus, and while I was in uni, first second year in uni, I actually had in mind that I was going to join Mount Zion Faith Ministries after school, but I mean, things happened, and dreams changed and all of that. But yeah, maybe I still have it in mind that I'm going to act. Maybe not now, maybe in the next 10 years. Yeah, but it's still in my bucket list. One of the things that I'm still going to do. Yeah, I'm still going to act, like be part of a Christian movie. Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. And then yeah, I love humility and simplicity. I'm attracted to humble personalities. I love it when people show a modest or a low estimate of their importance. So I'm always attracted to simple people, people that, despite who they are or what they have, they don't, you won't even really tell just by seeing them. I always say this, I like it when people have interacted with me for a very long time without having an inch of who I am, and then maybe later they get to know so many things about me, and they're like surprised that, oh my god, so this is who this person is. So I always love people like that, they're just so simple that I could have I can interact with them for so long a time without really knowing, them in quotes. And then by the time I get to know them, I'm like, oh my god, so this is who this person actually is. So I love simple personalities a lot. And I think I'm a very simple person as well. I'm not like, I don't have hairs around me, and I'm just a simple girl. Like, you can talk to me anytime. I don't, yeah. As a lecturer in a university, my student, I just don't have hairs around me. Like, I'm not there. Like, I don't put myself up there. I'm accessible, and yeah. And then I prefer to address myself without titles. The Mrs. title particularly puts me off. But sometimes I'm just without choice. Yeah, I prefer to. In fact, that Mrs. tag, I don't so much like it. I prefer to be addressed by my first name, or based on the culture that we're in. I prefer that, except if we are in an official situation. And even in an official situation, I really don't mind being addressed by my first name if possible. Yeah. Okay. And then next, okay, I love a large family. Oh my God, like a large family. Like, I remember, okay, the point is, I grew up in a family of four, father, mother, and two children. And so growing up, I would always say also that I want to have two children. But there was a day that a friend of mine to, invited me to a birthday party of his friend's family. And so we went together to the birthday party, but I slept over the night. So it was a family of six, father, mother, and four children. And the four children were close, like they had very close age gaps. The first at that time was probably around 22, the next was around 20, 18, 16, like that. So they were very close. I spent the night in their house and I loved the bond. They were all into music. They all played one musical instrument, had very sweet voices. They actually composed a song for their dad. I think it was their dad or mom. Can't remember where exactly that was having the birthday at that time. So they composed a song together for him and they all played the musical instrument. Like, it was so sweet. I remember tears were actually dropping from my eyes that day. Like, is this what I'm missing coming from a family of two children in which myself and my younger sister were widely spaced, like up to 5 years. So you know, the bond was there, but it was also still not there because we didn't do things together. When I was in secondary school, she was in primary school. When I was in the university, she was in secondary school. It was just like that. So we're like in different worlds entirely. So I felt like, oh my God, is this what I am missing? And that was the day I decided that, oh no, I'm going to have as many children as possible. Like, if possible, I'm going to have like 7 children. But of course, my brothers and my sisters. That's the desire, but that's not the reality. Yeah, so and then I journal a lot. Okay, yeah, I also wrote to say that I wish I had 6 siblings. My dad actually has 6 siblings, and I admire their family a lot. They have a very close bond. My sister's wedding that happened last year, you can't imagine that all the 6 people actually hold in quotes. At least my dad is in his 60s, and the last born, the seventh born, is I think right now should be close to 50, and they all have families of their own and in different places. But when they have events, you find all of them in that event. They have family meetings together. They are just so closely knitted. So I always admire their family. I wish I had an elder sister and an elder brother as well. Yeah. So I journal a lot. Like, I could have, like, at the moment now, just that I can't show you my journals, but I have, like, because I don't want to disrupt my phone. But I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, oh my God, 5, 6. Like, I just have plenty books. I'm trying to migrate to online. I also keep some online journals as well, but there's just something for me about writing. There's just something about writing for me than typing. I keep journals. You find me writing, you find me just keeping one journal or the other. I have a journal, I have a praying for my children journal, Bible study journal, prayer journal, all of oh my God, prophetic journal, all of those things. So um my favorite movies are Nigerian Christian movies. I'm a Mount Zion fan actually, and there are still some other there's still some other Nigerian Christian movies that are coming up now that I'm really a fan of them. But I love Nigerian Christian movies. Initially, I was not so much into movies, but recently that they've been uploading so much on their YouTube channels, I've been following them, and I also stuck to them basically because of my kids, watching Christian content, and I'm not so much into foreign movies like that. So I just stuck to Nigeria, to Mount Zion, and some of those ones that are also coming up. And then I cook. I don't enjoy the act of cooking that much. I cook basically because I have to. Yeah, I don't so much like cooking. In fact, if I was a single lady and I have enough income, I could. I may not cook. Most likely, cooking would be one of those things that I would delegate, and maybe I will still delegate it. As a child, I wanted to become an engineer. Okay, the first time I kissed, oh my God, the first time I kissed was on my wedding day. Actually, I saved my kiss to my wedding day, and that day, something funny happened. I actually had a swollen lips. My husband. Because that was our first time of kissing on my part, on my husband's part as well. So I think we didn't know how to. I don't know what happened. Maybe he bit my lips or something. All I just knew was that my lips got swollen for days during our honeymoon. I had swollen lips. Imagine. Oh my god, it's so funny. Okay, I think I'm going to say the last one now, and then I'm going to do another video for the next one. So the last one is that I love the idea of raising a kid that is not my own. Like I'm really very open to adoption, and I really know that it's still going to happen by God's grace at one point or the other. Once the Lord says to go, I really love, even if I don't have like adopt the kid to stay with me, but I just love the idea of raising a kid that is not my own biologically. Like I really love the idea actually of that kid, not just me supporting the kid financially somewhere else, but staying with me and bearing my name. I really really love it. And now I know that there's another form of being a foster parent, and it's something that I am I really really love. When I see people that, I remember when I was doing my masters in the university, then I had a lecturer, a Dutch, and he had an African girl that was adopted, and that was, I think, his second child. Like, it blesses me so much. I admired the family, and I love something like this as well. I also like to adopt someone that is not from my tribe, maybe someone from another country, not white, maybe an Asian, just raising a child or children that are not mine. They don't even have my skin color, and then they bear my name, and I really love it. So thank you so much for listening. I'm going to continue this video, this in another video. I don't want this video to be too long. Thank you for listening. Do well to subscribe to my channel, and God bless you. I think I should continue with my dancing.